What's up guys, it is Criddle here from AnimeBallZ and it is time for another This Is. This time, this is Towa no Quon.
Off the tracks.
So Towa no Quon is the story of Quon, who is an attractor. An attractor is just effectively a mutant or a superhuman who has special abilities. Quon has a different form when he activates his ability, and he turns into this creature that is referred to as Insomnia throughout the series, which is super strong, super fast, and it has the ability to manipulate water and metal and robots and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a unique ability in a way. I mean, he's got some mad skills, he's got regeneration abilities as well, and he's just an absolute badass. He just doesn't know how to control his powers properly, which presents itself quite a lot of problem in this 6-episode series. Custos is the organisation that is trying to kill attractors in the series, and Quon and his partner Yuri are trying to save attractors and take them back to this underground bunker type thing where they all live happily ever after and can work on their abilities and use them to the benefit of each other and mankind as opposed to destructive abilities. There's also a form that happens when an ability is activated, and it effectively is referred to as like a larval burst where the person's ability takes complete control of them, and if they don't get help they effectively destroy everything within a range, and it's quite scary when that takes effect. You can sort of end up having millions of people dead because someone's ability activated and they didn't know how to control it. So we've got Quon, who is our main character. He's, you know, a bit of a badass when he is at full strength, but he is also not in full control of his power and tends to get his ass handed to him if he didn't have his partner Yuri at his side, who is a bit of a, you know, she's a chick, she's a bit of a badass chick as well, always there to help out Quon when he gets into trouble. The third character worth mentioning is Shun. He actually works for Custos as one of their agents. He's a cyborg that runs around taking out attractors because he works for an organisation that says they're bad, and he is a really conflicted character because, you know, he's carrying out his mission objectives, he knows what he has to do, but at the same time a lot of the people that are attractors are not bad people. They're just like kids and normal everyday people that just happen to have activated this ability. There's a lot more into it a bit further on, but you know, we'll get into that a bit later. But for now, let's have a look at the characters themselves as we look at
The good, the bad, and the dubbers.
Quon is voiced by Corey Hartzog, who isn't a very well-known voice actor, but he does voice Shun from Children Who Chase Lost Voices. He also voices Kazama from Hakuoki. Yuri is voiced by Jessica Boone, who's the voice of Chio from Azumanga Daioh, and also Rei from High School of the Dead. Shun is voiced by David Matranga, who is Genjo Sanzo from Sayuki, and Mune Kira Yagyu from Samurai Girls. So Towa no Quon is a very unusual series in a way. It's only 6 episodes, which makes it a very short series, and it was actually a series of films that got released. But the problem is with the series, and this is my biggest gripe with it, I didn't realise it was a 6-episode series when I got into it, and the way it sets itself up at the very start, the first 3 episodes, I honestly thought that I was watching a 12 or 26 episode series, and that I had a long way to go. So the problem is, like, You've got these first 3 episodes which tend to build up a lot, and they make a lot of, you know, here are a bunch of characters, here you get to know them a little bit, we'll probably get into them a bit later, and then suddenly you get to the last couple of episodes and everything bottlenecks, and you've suddenly got the end of the series and you haven't really gone all that far. You've effectively gone, okay, we're starting a marathon and we're done. And to me, this series should have been longer, and that's a real detriment to the show. It's still really good to watch, but as a result of this confusing first couple of episodes which make it really disjointed from the length of the series, I can only give it a 5 out of 9 straw hats for this series because it spoiled it for me knowing that there was only 6 episodes, and you've had all this setup, you know, it's setting itself up as if it's a longer running series, and then it's not. And yeah, that was a real drawback for me. It's definitely something worth checking out, but go into this series knowing that it's only going to be 6 episodes, and you will enjoy it a lot. So I'm Criddle, this has been Towa no Quon on This Is, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.